Sergeant Pepper's. We hope you will enjoy the show. Yeah!
What's going on, guys? JD here. Welcome back to History in the Mix. And today we've got a fantastic one. One that I've been wanting to make for a long time. A script that I've just had in my backlog for almost a year. The top 5 worst, in my opinion, the top 5 worst Michael Jackson remixes. And let me just tell you, there are a lot. I had to go through multiple 90s singles releases, multiple club mixes, the Blood on the Dance Floor album, literally any piece of trash you can find. I had to listen to all of them, all the way through, and I compiled this list. Some of these you've probably heard of, some of them maybe not. Some of them are infamous. Frickin' Pitbull.
Except now the sun and the moon know me by my first name, Armando.
Let's just cut right to the chase, get to the countdown. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mixing History, and if you're not yet, subscribe, because we're pretty close to 5,000, and it'd be pretty cool if I could hit 5,000. Number 5, ABC, Salaam Remi Remix. I probably said that name completely wrong, but I was listening to this and I was just like, what are they trying to do here? What is the point of this mix at all? I mean, I can get behind a reggae remix of ABC, but the obnoxious guy at the beginning, like what's he even saying? Michael Jackson before he was young, y'all! This mix was released on the Remix Suite album that I'm sure critically acclaimed. There's just a lot of vocal chopping and I can't get behind it. So that is why I think this mix is completely trash. Terrible. I hate it with a passion. I want it to burn and I want it to die a miserable death. Michael Jackson before he was What about sunrise? Number 4, Earth Song, Haney's Extended Radio Experience. Yeah, I talked about this in my album ranking for the Blood on the Dance Floor album, but I listened to it again for this video because I remembered how much I hated it, and somehow it got worse. The track opens with 2 minutes of filler of the exact same instrumental. And then something happens and you get a nice little beat, and then that goes on for another extended minute. And then, after all of that, Michael starts to play, and it sounds like the exact same song with some dirty, crappy crap around it. This was on an official Michael Jackson album. This was on an official CD that you could go and buy in 1988. This was a contractual obligated mix that I'm sure Michael probably didn't okay it, but somebody had to okay. It's legitimately 5 minutes of filler with Earth Song. The same thing with barely any mix. No vocal chopping, no added... Oh my god. I feel like I'm not going to have a very good night after this video because I'm just going to be mad with everything I do. One thing I'll get to a lot in these mixes is there are some remixes that can work. Tracks like Beat It and Off the Wall can have like nice little funky remixes. But songs like Earth Song and Heal the World and Stranger in Moscow and stuff like that just can't be danced to. And I don't understand why, and it goes back to the Blood on the Dance Floor album, a song that made the cutting room floor, but it was up for, to be on this track, the Stranger in Moscow remix. I just don't understand how one can dance to that, especially when it's as deep as Earth Song or as meaningful as Stranger in Moscow. But everybody knows DJs don't give a crap about actual meanings in the song. Unless you're a good DJ. Moonwalk Talks is a DJ, and I'm sure he cares. So let's just go on to the next one before I offend a whole lot of people. Number 3. How is this number 3 and not number 1?
Love it or hate it, it's Mr. Worldwide with the world's greatest. You gon' play
Michael Jackson Bad, remixed by Afrojack, DJ Buddha Edit, featuring Pitbull. When you go on Google and type in worst Michael Jackson remix, this legitimately is the first thing you see. There's not like a bunch of articles or like a stupid countdown list. No, the YouTube link to this mix is the first thing you see in the search bar. That is how bad this is. This was released on Bad 25. And there's like multiple versions. There's one where it's like Pitbull, and then there's one where there's Afrojack. And I'm not a fan of club mixes because do you think I can get into a club? I told somebody the other day, it is like spitting on the Mona Lisa. It is like God is standing in front of you and you just hock a loogie in his face. Bad is a terrifically mixed track. It has great background vocals, great bass, great vocals in the first place. And Pitbull opens his dumb mouth. Why Pitbull? Anybody else? Vin Diesel. I would have rather Vin Diesel, the guy from Fast and the Furious, to get on this track and just say I am Groot 1,000 times than freaking Pitbull. Okay, you know what? People think I'm overreacting. People that have never heard this mix before. Let me just read you a line in my normal voice of Pitbull's rap and see if you can get behind it, okay? Well, like a woman that's pregnant for 10 months, be the latest. Don't delay this. I'm on that. Roll it. Okay, number 2, Beat It Moby Submix. This track opens great. It is the multi-track of Van Halen's fantabulous guitar solo on Beat It. It opens, it's great, sounds great. There's no little clicks or things, it's just the guitar track and it sounds amazing. And then it shoots up the heroin into its veins and it has a complete seizure. How do you listen to this? How do you dance to this? How do you have fun? How do you listen to this in your spare time without getting a massive headache? Charles Manson probably would have enjoyed this. Jeffrey Dahmer. So maybe it would have made them a little less crazy. Oh, and the number 1 mix that I just wanted to die while listening to. It is Wanna Be Startin' Something 2008 featuring Akon. Akon. When I first heard this song, I thought it was a cover because, you know, Michael doesn't come in for a good 2 minutes into the track. And it was Akon. And he completely rewrote the meaning to Wanna Be Startin' Something.
We end up going back to her place. Wish I could tell you what I saw.
Overall, the main problem I had with this track is too much Akon and not enough Michael. Michael does not come in for a good 2 minutes. The vocals are not the same that's on the Thriller album, so I assume this is some sort of demo recording. And even the Thriller 25, the album that this was released on, had some bad mixes. Fergie's Beat It and Kanye's Beat It. Fergie's Beat It was pretty split down the middle, some Fergie and some Michael. Kanye West, he at least had the human decency to just say, yeah, Akon takes up, what, 85% of this track by just talking about something, and he doesn't even have the oomph that Michael's voice had. Like, he's talking to you, he is conveying the message he has, he is screaming, he is yelling at you, they eat off of you, you're a vegetable.
Someone's always trying to start my baby crying.
Akon doesn't have that. Akon seems like the music teacher that's like telling you, okay, here you go, they eat off of you, you're a vegetable. So you try to feel the sense of empowerment, and it's just not there. Even this demo take of Michael doesn't have that oomph that they use on the track, on the original track on the Thriller album, and that's probably exactly why they didn't use that take, and then they decided to remix that take instead of the original take. How can Akon have such a good song like Hold Your Hand or Hold My Hand? This is like a straight A student failing a 4th grade paper. It's not that hard. This could have worked, but Akon sounds bored, like he's reading it, instead of, like Michael, just screaming it. They eat off of you, you're a vegetable. On the plane, you're a vegetable. They eat off of you. And Akon is reading it, and it's so boring and so bad. Thank you guys for watching this, I guess. This is just me being mad, really. If you haven't already, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mixing History. You guys can go subscribe down below. That'd be appreciated. And if you already are, thank you. Go check out last week's episode where I talk about not eight, but some movie roles that Michael Jackson almost got. Love that video. And yeah, I'm gonna go listen to Beat It, Moby's submix. Yeah, let's go. Bow, bow, bow.
Hello, this is Michael Jackson. Thank you so much for being here. More to come. Keep checking in.